The Aqara G2H indoor security camera finally hits the US market, and we'll take a look next. Welcome and thanks for watching. If you're interested in Apple related tech and the HomeKit smart home platform, be sure to subscribe and tap the bell to get notified when I post new content. And if you give this video a thumbs up, I'd very much appreciate it. What was once a barren landscape for HomeKit compatible security cameras is now a lush garden filled with so many choices that it can sometimes be difficult to know which camera is just right for us. When I shop for security cameras these days, HomeKit compatibility alone isn't enough. I now specifically look for HomeKit Secure video as well as a local storage. I feel more secure knowing that I have redundant security storage both locally and in the cloud. Good thing these days there are a few options on the market, and the camera we're going to take a look at today checks those boxes. It is the G2H by Aqara. And if you've watched my past videos, you know I am a fan of Aqara's line of HomeKit smart home devices, and the G2H looks to be no different. So let's get to it and start with an unboxing. Here we have the Aqara G2H, and this is Aqara's brand new HomeKit Secure video compatible security camera and zigbee hub included in one unit. If we take a look at the front of the box, we'll notice that this is the Chinese packaging. When they sent me the sample, they didn't have the US North American packaging ready yet, so they sent me this in the packaging for China, but the camera itself, they told me is flashed with the US firmware. So all the functionality should be US firmware and should be the experience that the US consumers have when they set up and use this camera. So if we take a look at the front of the box, we see the camera itself. It's white. I believe they did send me the white one. It is the G2H, and we have the ever important works with Apple HomeKit badge there. And on the side we have the four available colors they're going to have navy, like a yellow or gold, a red, and a white. Again, I have the white. On the side there's some icons. I can't tell you what they mean. Here it says USA Camera Hub G2H, and on the back it's Wi-Fi certified, works with the Aqara app on iOS, and some more icons. I can probably figure out the 140-degree field of view here and 1080p HD. It looks like the video is H.264 as well, and this takes a micro SD card. Class 4, and looks like it says there 32 gigabytes. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at how the camera looks. And here's the camera itself. It looks to be actually pretty small. This is a tiny camera, nice and compact actually. I like small cameras, so that's a nice small size there. It looks like a really nice small size camera. It's where you plug in the USB plug for power. On the bottom there is a HomeKit code. And there's a button on top there. So overall, I like the design of this. It's very simple and straightforward. Very small. This would be a microphone and speaker on the back. Microphone, likely, or speaker. What else is in the box? Looks like we have some literature there. This box has the USB cord. And the power adapter. And at the bottom of this box looks to be your mounting options. So this is how you mount. If you want to mount to the wall, this is how you would use these to mount to the wall. It looks like. Get a looks like a SIM removal tool, probably for a reset button. And metal plate. This is probably for mounting. I believe the base is magnetic, so you can mount this on the wall and then attach the base of this. which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, it is magnetic, which is actually pretty cool because if you have to take it down, it's easier to take this down with a magnet. You just pull it off rather than having to unscrew it. Much easier to just pull this off. And some 3M adhesive tape if you wanted to mount it on something that's not metallic. Get a better look at this camera. Because it is a nice small camera. It has a base that you can rotate if you wanted to mount it somewhere. And then it also has a little bit of a stand. So it can stand like that. Different angles. Little articulated base there. So that you can see, you can get different angles. Kind of like a scissor, almost scissor mechanism. And then you can also, it also rotates around the base. So if you have it sitting there, you can rotate it 360 degrees. So there are a lot of different angles you can get with this base, and you can rotate it different ways as well. That's kind of cool, actually. And underneath the rotating base is where you put the SD card. And yeah, it looks like there's a little reset button up there at the top. So let's go ahead and I'm going to insert a SD card. They recommend 32 gigabyte. This one happens to be 64. It should be okay. Might not be able to use all the storage on here, but it's all I had laying around. So go ahead and put the micro SD card in there. That's where it goes. Let's go ahead and point it at this plant, and let's run through setup. Plug the USB cord in the back. Plug it into power. I'll grab my iPhone. Camera's plugged in. And I believe I could set this straight up in HomeKit since it's a HomeKit Secure video camera. We're gonna hit the plus sign. As always in the upper right. Choose that accessory. This is iOS 14 beta, so this is what the experience will be like on iOS 14. And let's go ahead and scan that code on the bottom of this camera.
Ready to connect. Please open the Aqara Home app.
And I got a little announcement that I can connect this to the Aqara Home app, but I think I can continue and go straight through HomeKit. I'm going to click Add to Home. It says it's connecting to camera. And I'm hoping I can connect it straight away. That means I'll be able to bypass the Aqara app if I wanted to, and I just wanted
Wi-Fi connected successfully.
And if I wanted a straightforward, just HomeKit Secure video camera. So okay, it's asking what location. I'm going to actually put this in. Let's see. Put this in the family room next to the family room camera I already have to compare the footage. Choose continue. Camera name. I'm gonna go ahead and call this. Just gonna call it Aqara G2H. Done. Continue. And here are the HomeKit Secure video options. So you can choose whether you stream at home or when you're away, or both. Usually I'll do when home stream, and then when away I'll do stream and record. But if I choose allow recording, I can't because I've already passed my 5 camera limit, which I hope Apple addresses and gives us either a way to add more cameras or ups our 5 camera limits for those of us with a 2 terabyte iCloud plan. So I'm gonna hit done. I'm gonna leave that obviously on stream. So they're both set to just stream when either home or away. But again, typically when away I have stream and record, but since I've hit my limit, cannot do that. And choose continue. And suggested automations, again, this comes with iOS 14. And the suggested automation is when family room motion sensor detects motion to turn on the lights. And I don't want it to do that, so I'm not gonna enable that. So I'm just gonna hit continue. And I'm done. So this is all set up for HomeKit Secure Video in the Aqara app, and it's probably at the bottom of my list, and there it is. And it says the Aqara G2H, and there it is. Shows up. And mute that so I don't get that feedback. And there it is. That's how it appears in HomeKit in the Home app. You have the options to control nearby accessories, as with all HomeKit Secure video cameras. So pretty good. You can see latency, lack of latency, pretty good, which is always good with a camera. And this is plugged in, so the latency is actually pretty good. This is direct power. Seems to work great. So let's go ahead and, now that it's set up under HomeKit, let's see what it looks like under the Aqara app. I'm gonna go ahead and open Aqara, and we're gonna actually add it. There's the camera hub. And we did choose camera, G2 hub. Next is grade, and see, this is kind of maddening for me as someone who uses some of these apps, and it's not immediately intuitive. But you see a little check mark? You have to hit that check mark to enable the next button, and to me that's maddening UI design. It's not immediately intuitive. You check that little thing there first. Now you can hit next and set this up. So right now it wants to connect to my Wi-Fi. Go ahead and enter the Wi-Fi password. And scan QR code with the camera.
QR code scanning succeeded. Please wait a moment.
Then it's again checked. It would be better if it automatically...
Wi-Fi connected successfully.
It'd be better if it automatically lit up. Choose next. And it's there. Camera hub, G2H, default room. I'm gonna place it in the family room. And the camera, set home page and icon. That's fine, I'll leave it like that. Choose done. We'll bind it to Apple Home, the family room, and there's the camera. If you wanted to speak, there's a little phone icon there. So, but that's giving feedback since I'm so close to it. Looks like you can pause or play. Record manually if you wanted to. Pause it, because I'm recording to the internal SD card. And here are the options for the camera. Location, bridged accessories. So if you connected any zigbee devices to the bridge here, they would show up here. Homepage card. Album management, under more settings, we have camera settings. Under camera settings, we have status light on and off. We have mobile data protection. Video settings, you can add a watermark if you wanted to for the time. Lens correction, image rotation, and the options are, if you wanted to say mount this on the ceiling, you could, and you can turn the image upside down so it looks right side up. So if you did put it on the ceiling, it looks like it's backwards or upside down. So you'd also have to switch. You'd also have to mirror it both ways if you mounted this upside down. Since this is going to be freestanding like that, I'm just going to return it to the original position. And infrared night vision, you can set it from auto, always on or always off. We'll do it auto switch. Then you have language, volume, and SD card storage. SD card storage is normal. So we have alert settings, so you can set motion detection and abnormal sound detection. So I'll do motion detection, normal sound detection I'm gonna leave off, network information, and security settings. Turn on password, change password. So pretty straightforward options. And that is the Aqara camera under the Aqara app. Let's go ahead and set this up and see what the footage looks like under HomeKit. And I will be setting this somewhere in the family room. So I actually changed my mind since I was testing another camera in the family room, so I decided to put it here in the loft. So here is video and audio footage from the Aqara G2H, and it's about 4:30, 4:40 in the evening, and all I have coming in here is natural light. None of the overhead lights are on, and the blinds are partially closed. I'm about 5 feet away from the camera at this point, and I'll go ahead and walk and talk so that you can hear how much the microphone picks up when I'm at the other end of the room. So here I am in the other end of the loft, and hopefully the microphone is picking up good audio from this distance. So again, that is the Aqara G2H. And this is what the night footage looks like from the Aqara G2H. And I've turned off all the lights, and and this is sitting on a display cabinet that usually has the display light on. And right now it's off. And I really can't see what's around me because it's so dark. But I'm probably about 5 feet away from the camera here. There's no other light. You may notice a light coming from this area, and that's actually coming off of my Omna 180 camera for the night vision. I'll go ahead and walk back here so you can see how I appear at the farthest end of the loft. So I'm at the back end of the loft, and I'll call this about 30 feet away from where the camera is. And I don't know if you can see me, but this is how the night footage looks like on the Aqara G2H. So one other thing I did want to show you, and here's the Aqara G2H right now in HomeKit. This is the live stream. I want to show you what the live stream and the timeline look like under the Aqara native app. So we're going to pick the camera, and it just loaded the live stream, and you can see the timeline underneath, and here are the days, 10/9 and 10/8. If you hit the 3 dots, you get a calendar. Right now the only recorded footage I have is from today and yesterday. If we exit that, say you want to, let's go return to the live stream. Say you want to record or you want to pull a clip off of this timeline. So the way you do it is actually kind of neat. Let's go ahead and go to, let's say about 5:30 today. It loaded the time or the footage from about 5:30 today, and say something happened at this time and I wanted to record this clip. So it's really cool the way you pull the clip off here is you hit the record button, and as you can see it says playing and recording up top. The clip's about 7 seconds long now. Let's go ahead and stop it at about 12. Now there is the clip there, and here's the clip I just recorded. And this clip is now saved to my iPhone's photo storage. So from here I can trash it if I want, delete one file. And it tells me, do you want to allow Aqara Home to delete this video? It'll be deleted from iCloud photos on your devices. And I'll go ahead and delete it. And that's a pretty cool way, actually, to record clips from the timeline that you may want to save. The G2H indoor security camera has been available overseas for a few months. It's finally available here in the US, and I think it was worth the wait. This camera retails for $69.99 US, which is less than HomeKit Secure video-only cameras like the Eve Cam and the Circle View, but more than the Eufy 2K indoor camera, which is priced at $39.99. But keep in mind that the G2H can also act as a Zigbee hub if you're already invested in the Aqara ecosystem and own some of Aqara's Zigbee-compatible smart home devices. The G2H also features 1080p resolution, 140-degree field of view, and two-way audio even under HomeKit. The Eufy only has two-way audio in the native app. Also, as a reminder, if you plan on using this camera for HomeKit Secure Video, you will need to have a supported iCloud storage plan of at least 200 gigabytes to add just one camera and a 2 terabyte storage plan to add up to 5 cameras. That way, you will not only have locally stored footage, but also footage stored in the cloud. Overall, I feel the G2H is a compelling solution and one that I highly recommend. I'd like to take a moment to thank the folks over at Aqara for sending the G2H out to me for a review, but as always, all the opinions expressed in this video are entirely my own. So did you jump the gun and order the G2H from an overseas vendor, or were you waiting for the official US release like myself? If you already own this camera, let me know your experiences in the comments below, or if I happen to miss something, let me know that as well in the comments below. And that'll do it for this video, so until the next one, please take care and be safe out there.